Well, hello. Well, hello.
Well, hello there, and welcome to Monday. Another quizotronical step into paradise of the mind, where today we have two quizzes set up. One that I have just written with the help of my little book friend, Cars We Loved in the 1990s. Now, I don't remember making love to any cars, so if I did in the 90s, who would have known? Who would have known then? I'd have been in my late teens, early 20s, towards the end of the 90s. I could have been up to all sorts. Yes, I put a quiz together using this book. So we shall play that in a bit. And the other quiz I've selected is very topical. Very topical. So, yes, let's have a look who is in the chat today. So I'll scroll up to the top, because that's where chat starts. Simon Easton was here at 11:25 this morning. And he said to Matt, he said, "Great logo for your Stickman TV." And then Matt said, "Cheers, Simon Easton. It's all thanks to Simon from Smashing Pistons and Alex from Alex's Assets. Also, YouTube, stop stealing my comments." And then Rami confirms, "That's what YouTube's all about, stealing comments." And then Alex, later than that, at 6:20, said, "Hello, quizotronic people." And then Rami said, "Evening all, especially the Baconator." Now, the Baconator, if you're not fully aware who the Baconator is, our friend Simon Easton, not only is he a dinner thief, but he is a consummate professional when it comes to eating bacon. So there is, in fact, this ties in with something. So let me just share my screen for you good folks of the internet world. Hang on, I need to drag it over to that other side, don't I? Honestly, make a mockery out of me. Here we go. So on Saturday, we met up for breakfast before heading over to Rob from Beards and Bangers' unit. But as you all notice from this screen here, that was Saturday the 18th. And on Saturday the 18th, till the Saturday coming, it's Farmhouse Breakfast Week. Now, how is that for serendipitous? We went out. Rami had a double breakfast. Simon had a double breakfast with 2 extra pigs. Alex and me had a vegetarian full English breakfast type thing. Dave didn't partake in Farmhouse Breakfast Week. Well, not on Saturday anyway. He might have done since then. Dave had pancakes and Nutella. So like golden syrup pancakes with Nutella and just one slice of fried bread, which I kind of wish I'd pinched off you what you didn't eat actually now. So, all right, fancy some fried bread. But yes, it's Farmhouse Breakfast Week, and we kind of partook in Farmhouse Breakfast Week without even knowing it was a thing. So yes, aren't we super cool people for supporting that, even though we didn't know we were supporting that? Very bizarre. Where did we get up to? We got up to a Baconator. There we go. Simon Easton says, yes, Baconator is present. Rami's been using his Triumph Herald today as a car, as an actual device used to travel to and from a destination, not just as a funmobile. I mean, I don't know how many people in the chat would call it a funmobile, but not just as a funmobile, just as a just as an actual daily transport. And it appears that he's made it back in one piece. So let's all congratulate Raimi for not breaking down. And let's also congratulate Alex for making sure that he doesn't break down. I'm here. I said some stuff. I said, Raimi, you made it. Do you still have a bonnet on your car? And Alex says, I've not looked out the window. Who knows what's left outside? Could just be a chassis with a seat on it. There you go. There you go. Alex has had a bath and eaten and peed. Very unusual. Simon says, oh, that's good. I'm in time. Just had a nice bath. We'll get the kettle on and come back. Oh, there you go. Dick Dastardly says, whoa, hello there. Well, hello there, Dick Dastardly. And Mark is here. And he says, good evening, all. Good evening, Mark. And I hope you are doing well. And that you're happy that it's Monday. Because a lot of people will not be happy that it's Monday, because another thing that today is Blue Monday. Blue Monday. Now, today is supposed to be the most depressing Monday of the year. I don't know why it's this Monday and not the one directly after New Year's Day or whatever. But yes, apparently this is supposed to be the most depressing Monday of the year. Blue Monday. Yeah. So if you are feeling particularly depressed, sorry about that, but tell us why. Also, tell us what you've been up to. I don't know why I'm waving my arms about again. Tell us what you've been up to over the weekend. Tell us we can read with our eyes, and then I will speak it with my mouth, and you will hear it with your ears. So, eyes, mouth, ears. Eyes, mouth, ears. There you go. Yeah, tell me what you've been doing at the weekend. And I might tell you what I've been doing at the weekend. Julie's pants on your head? No. Is Simon wearing underwear on his head? I don't know. Shall we ask him? Simon Easton, are you wearing underwear on your head? I'll wait for him to comment at the bottom. Simone from Purple Hat Games is here, and she says, hiya, Simone. Looks like it. That's just pants, that is. It's all pants. They suit him there, says Dick Dastardly. Stephen Cup. It's not Stephen Cup, it's Stephen Cook. Stephen Cup is someone completely different. I don't even know what they were. He says, what's up? Like remember, it was on that, it's like on that Budweiser advert, isn't it? Where they're all on phone to each other and they're like, what? And they're like, what's up? And other one's like, what's up? And then there's another one going, what's up? And then they're all like, what's up? What's up? Like that. That's what he said. I was here yesterday. I've never been in here. Best 90s car on your book cover, not being biased at all. Oh, which one is it? Which one? I assume you meant back cover, because front cover's only got an MX-5 on it. I assume you mean one of them two. Oh, my duck's not lit up. Oh, here we go. My duck's lit up now. And hello, says Matt. Don't forget to poke the like button with a stick. I ain't got a stick. You can either poke the like button with a stick, or you can lick the click button with a like. Hello. Judge again. It's been a long time since she's done this. Actually, has made the mistake of saying Hello, everyone, everywhere. Now, in this room, there is just, well, I'm going to say it's just me, but Jack's down there. So there's me and Jack. So that's two beings. And there's 17 people in the watching the live stream. So I can't say hello to everyone everywhere, because I can only say hello to people that are in this room and that are watching this thing, and that's only 19 people. Well, 18 people and a cat. So yes, there you go. I can't say hello to everyone everywhere, or Judge. I'm sorry about that. That's not my pants, says a Judge. And it'd be they aren't my pants, not that's not, because it's actually a pair of pants into each side's a pant. Is it Tony's pants? It is not Tony's pants. And then Simone smashes a cauliflower. No idea. I've no idea what's that cauliflower's done to Simone, but she smashed that cauliflower. She's absolutely decimated it. Oh, Tony's still in the car? No, he's him and Stoney are in a bag downstairs. It was funny though, because all start again, Simon. Use your words, Simon. All the way back on Saturday. Oh, let me put my feet up and I'll regale you a story. Oh, you can't see. I've got my feet up like this. I'm relaxing. Now then, all the way back on Saturday, I kept hearing this clunking noise in back at car, and I was thinking, oh bloody hell, what's that? What's that happening now? Why is there a clunky noise in back at car? And then about 30 minutes down the road, I realised it were Tony and Stoney rolling about on the floor in back. So they were rolling about. So they've got a headache, but they are in the house. Stephen Cut says to Purple Hat Games, I liked the video and used the button specifically for that. Well, there you go. So Matt's put another joke on, so we'll just leave it on the stream there for people to read. Let me know when you've read it. Oh, where's my buttons? Oh, I said I was going to do this the other day, didn't I? Here you go, Alex. These are all the noises you couldn't think of. Oh, that's whacker, innit? Oh, yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of. I'll turn you off now. Thank you. Worth getting that 3 years ago, wasn't it? Vera, are you going to local tonight? Says Pingu. I might do, Pingu, if I was asking. And seeing as Pingu's here, then I can share another thing that I wasn't aware was a thing until today, which I will share on the screen forthwith. Look, it's Penguin Awareness Day. There you go. Penguins are fun and interesting animals that are unique in many different ways. There are currently over 18 known species of penguin, and some of them have been around the planet for well over 65 million years. It's nearly as long as you've been alive, isn't it, oh Judge? You all right, Jack? You all right down there? You want to go out? No? Okay. They're a beloved animal thanks to many popular depictions in movies and children's stories. But they're also fascinating birds that have piqued the interest of many people all over the world. There you go. However, most people don't realise that the penguin numbers around the world are dwindling. Every year, the penguin population shrinks at an alarming rate. And most of the world isn't aware because they don't get to see real penguins in their natural habitat. That's why Penguin Awareness Day is such a good opportunity to learn more about penguins and understand the situation they are in. It could lead to an appreciation for penguins and could even convince you to donate and help. To donate and help. Oh, I've got you. That's in way, isn't it? There you go. To donate and to help ensure that they can continue living on our planet for another 65 million years. I didn't realise penguins lived to be that old. But yes, there you go. It's Penguin Awareness Day. And because of that, we've not got a quiz about penguins at all, because I obviously didn't know about it when I set that up. So, yes, there we go. Where did we get up to? We had a big English breakfast at Arbuckle's Ely yesterday. Oh, first MX5 club meet of the year. Wow, you guys don't hang around, do you? Oh, hang on. I don't get that one. Someone will have to explain that one to me. I have yet to eat, says Simone. Oh, you're a Stickman TV. Brilliant. I love Stickman TV, says Alex. She only watches it for your stick. And Becky is here and she says, hi, everyone. Hello, Becky. And thank you for joining. And I hope your week hasn't been too strenuous. Are there Cookie Monster undercrackers on your head? Yeah, they are. I can't remember whether it were Cookie Monster or sort of the one Grouch or whatever he is. Oh, T.Y. Tony. Don't know who that is. What's this? Tony's missing from Tony's corner. He's not missing. I know exactly where he is. I was depressed today, says Alex. Okay. Well, that's not good. Why were you depressed today, Alex? You shouldn't have been depressed. You've even got a depression tester. You used it on Saturday. I remember seeing it. We had a Triumph Herald chassis at school. Only had engine and seats and dash. That's exactly how they come. I'm sure it is. And then you just have to build your own papier-mâché bits and pieces alongside it. Rob is here and he says, well, hello there. Well, hello there, Rob. And thank you for joining this little gathering of fantastic folk who me and Rob, we've been on such a journey, haven't we, Rob? Been on such a journey. We shared a little mutual love for the community, didn't we, over Messenger yesterday? Tos yesterday, weren't it? And we're just saying how on Saturday, if you didn't know, we had a few people come round to Rob's unit. So there was Rob was there. Surprisingly enough, Rob was actually there. I was there. Alex was there. Raimi was there. Matt was there. Simon Easton was there, and Austin was there. So there was not missed anybody out, have I? 7 people. Dave Crap Car Hunter was there. How did I miss Dave out? 8 people. 8 people were there, and it was a lovely little gathering. And we did some filming. We pissed about. I started the production of a war film. Yes, that's right. You'd be surprised to hear that I started the production of a war film that will be released at some point. What are you doing, Jack? It will be released at some point that after I've spent hours editing it. And also, there's a very funny. I think I was dressed as Norman at that time. There's a very funny skit that's a bit of a piss take of Indiana Jones as well, which Matt features in, and it was Trey funny. Matt went to Aylesbury at the weekend. I'm surprised I didn't see you there. I cleaned out my shed and went to the tip today and got rid of a big pile of junk. You shouldn't call Connie a big pile of junk, Simone. I know she's not behaving how you expect her to be, but that's a bit extreme. Alex says I got excited about a barn door on Saturday. She did, and Simon Easton did. Everybody was getting excited about Rob's massive door, and yes, there you go. I've not worn underwear on my head since COVID, says Simon. It was a friggin' annoying, that What's Up advert. It was, weren't it? It was terrible. Pingu then asks Matt, did you survive your encounter with the Aylesbury Mafia? There is. I had a look around one of the Aylesbury Mafia cars, and it was very nice. It was very nice indeed. And it may soon be for sale later in the year, so keep your eyes peeled. Yes, says Mark, January the 20th, not a great day. A good friend took his own life, blooming heck, 15 years ago today. Nobody knew anything was wrong. Absolute tragedy. And that is a tragedy. I'm sorry, tragedy. You know what I'm trying to say. That is a terrible thing when it happens. Yeah, it's bad enough when people pass on naturally, but when there's something that makes them take their own life, that is something more difficult to comprehend, isn't it? And that's very true. Yeah, the thing that you said there about nobody knew anything was wrong, that's another common trait with that kind of situation. And yeah, there's people in this chat that have probably experienced exactly the same thing. And yeah, it's never easy. It's never easy. So our hearts and condolences are with you there, Mark. Matt says to Pingo, I barely got out alive. They even kept hope. Exactly. Well, that's because you lost hope, Matt. Over the weekend, I bought stuff. Impulsive purchase of 2 Japanese Saturn games and a console. Oh, there you go. Matt had weapons in hope, but they still took her away. Well, maybe they were their weapons. Not Hubnuts pants. No, these are definitely not Hubnuts pants. Well, actually, I don't think they're Hubnuts pants. I'm sure they're the ones I bought. And I can't foresee a situation where Ian had have managed to infiltrate my underwear drawer and plant some pants. I don't have Ian down as a pants planter. Or any sort of planter, really. It's been a long time since I've gone on rock and roll. Never mind, Matt, the Codfather is ready for you. There we go. Tony in a bag downstairs. You need reported to the Royal Society for the Protections of Tony. And TY Tony was thinking the same. And then, look, Alex is smashing the jeebus out of some chickens. Absolute legend going at chickens. Kabam, kabam, kabam. And I thought she was supposed to be an animal lover. Oh, look, Barry's here. He says, hello, just a quick visit. I've started my new job, so I'm not able to do many quizzes going forward. But I'll be around. Thank you all. It's been a real treat making friends with you all. Same to you, Barry. And yeah, it's very nice of you to pop in, and thank you very much for your continued input. Hopefully, we can get a time when you're free at some point in the future. And yes, but feel free to always comment on anything you've watched. I bet President Turnip or Trump, he's already writing a decree about Tony being in a bag downstairs. He's pretty much tackled everything else, hasn't he, already? Yeah, there you go. Which brings us, actually, that is a fair segue into our first quiz. So let me get rid of Penguin Awareness Day. We don't need to see that. Right then, let's get this screen loaded up, and we can start our first quiz-a-tronicle. Oh, I wish I'd changed background now before I did that. Never mind. Share screen. Number 2, allow. There we go. So this is the quiz that's coming at your face. What's Matt put there? Is that a coconut ninja? Coconut ninja. Tony in a bag. He might suffocate. He might do. We can but hope. Hi Barry, and the very best of luck in your new job, says Mark. And then Barry says hello to people. Simone, how is Georgia? Oh, was Georgia not well? Penguins, let's see. There's chocolate and vanilla. There's orange cream and peppermint. So that's at least 3 varieties I've seen. The mint ones are obviously the best. I like the mint. I like the combination of mint and chocolate. And I used to say that mint chocolate chip was my favourite ice cream. But then I remembered rum and raisin exists, and that's better. Kingu says, I am aware of penguins, especially when I look into a reflective surface. P.S. I am not made of chocolate. And Stephen Cook says, pick up a penguin. She's been good, thanks. Follow me around today. Oh, God, I thought something was wrong with Georgia then. Do you remember Derek Nimoy did the voiceover for Pick Up a Penguin? I love a big penguin. When you feel a little peckish, pick up a penguin. I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. That should be peckish, not packish. Oscar the Grouch, that's him. Oscar the Grouch. Sending a hug to Alex. Is there another one, or Elmer, the other one? You said today is the most depressing Monday. It is true. And I don't know why. I don't know why it should be. But yeah, there we go. Hi Barry. Dick Dastardly thumbs up. Hi Becky. Dave. Oh, that must be Alex reminding me that I forgot Dave. Simon Easton also has a channel, says Stickman. Because Matt is convinced that Stickman TV's sole purpose is to advertise other channels. And that is a very worthy cause. I don't think it actually makes that much difference. I think you're better concentrating on your actual footage, Matt. And one of the things I was going to suggest is getting you a microphone for the phone that you're using to do the live, so people can actually hear what you're saying easier. So that might be a thing. Remind me. I'll try and dig my other mics out, and you can borrow them. So there you go. Simon Easton says, "Oh, Stickman, I'm going to have to put something worth watching on it." I saw Elmer live once walking down the streets of Valencia, as bold as brass. I've seen that video, Pingu. It was very funny. I was very confused to what I was supposed to be seeing at first. I'm glad it was starting off. I'm glad it was starting of a war film and not an actual war. Well, who knows? Who knows what's going to go on now? Right then, let's have a look who we've got in the quiz. So we've got Elmer's cousin, full English, the Winchester. I'm trying to think who might have put that. The Winchester is the pub in Shaun of the Dead, and Shaun's idea of coping with the zombie apocalypse is to get mom. Get mom, kill Phil, drive to the Winchester, and have a pint while it all blows over. I think that's what he says. Stanky cookie lover. Ooh. Knickerbocker head. Knickerbocker head. Stunt Tony. Let Tony out. Con. Bondo Beauty. Ooh, and Charlie Farley. Charlie Farley. Bit my finger. Right then, so let's go. Oh, I thought there were another one. Alcoholic. Right then, let's go. So this one is, who said it? Donald Trump or President Snow, which is the baddie from Hunger Games. Who said this? This madness must be stopped, and I will stop it. Was that Snow or Trump? Snow or Trump? Snow or Trump? It was President Trump. I would have got that one wrong. Now then, so moving on to question 2. There's only 13, so I'll do a rundown after question 7. When you get these terrorists, you have to take out their families. That definitely sounds like a Trump thing. And it was a Trump. It was a Trump. It was a Trump quote. Oh, big change there. Moving on to question number 3. We swore as a nation we would never know this treason again. That's got to be Snow. That's got to be Snow. Yeah. I don't mind the Hunger Games films, to be honest. I thought I was going to hate them, but they're not actually that bad. Oh, well done, Full English, moving up the leaderboard there. Moving on now to question 4. Would you like to be in a real war? Imagine thousands of your people dead. That's got to be a Snow one. That can't be a Trump one. Even he's not that stupid. Yeah, there we go. Question 5. In your face. They all pose a threat. They all think they're invincible. I think that's a Snow one again. I should have joined in this myself. There we go. See, this is how truly bizarre the world is. That we can have a quiz which is asking people that if a phrase is from a maniacal dictator in a fantasy novel or the President of the United States of America, and people aren't getting them right all the time. This is how crazy 2025 has turned out to be, and 2021. No, 2017 was that when he was elected? Well, it'd have been 2016, wouldn't it? 2016. Oh, Bardon Beauties come on the get leader award. We're moving on now to question 6. A little hope is effective. A lot of hope is dangerous. Matt should get this one right. It was Snow. Again, people aren't sure. Oh, there's 12 people now. I thought there were only 11 before. Oh, Khan moved his way up. Moving on to question 7. What separates the winners from the losers is how a person reacts to each new twist of fate. That sounds far too eloquent for Trump to have said. Oh, apparently Trump did say it. I strongly suspect that is from his book, and I'm pretty sure he didn't write most of that book. Or if he did, somebody else went back in afterwards and retyped it in an actual readable language. Right then, so that was question 7. So let's have a look at the scores. So Stunt Tony is winning. Elmo's cousin is second. Calm is third. Full English is fourth. And Alcoholic is fifth. Now we are moving on to question 8, where it'll get fast and furious. Probably not. No more massive injections. Tiny children are not horses. One vaccine at a time, over time. That sounds like a Trump thing. Tiny children are not horses. I mean, you can't make it up. Well, obviously you could make it up, but you can't make it up. No more massive injections. He always seems to put my grasp of the English language is a bit pants. Like, is massive an adjective or a verb? I can't remember what one's one, which one's which. But like massive injections, it's like it's just a really awkwardly placed word. That tiny children are not horses. One vaccine at a time, over time. It's just right then. Question 9 coming your way. Sometimes by losing a battle, you find a new way to win. Again, that's too eloquent for Trump. Unless that's what he said before everybody went and rioted. Oh, fung English again. Full English is moving up. We are now moving on to question number 10. This will be the destruction of civilization as we know it. That's got to be snow. Oh, Jack's gone to sleep. Oh dear, Trump. Full English has moved all the way to the top of the leaderboard. Now we are moving on to question 11. Unite to win, divide to conquer. Ooh, Trump again. Oh, look at that. Stunt Tony's back on top. Question 12 coming along, which is the penultimate question. Freedom has a cost. That's got to be snow. Yeah. I thought so. There we go. So let's have a look. So it's between these top 2. And these 3 can swap. So let's go. Question 13. I actually don't have a bad hairline. I have been assuming that's Trump, but see what that did to the scores. So in third place we have Full English. Well done, Full English. Second place we have Khan. Well done, Khan. And in first place we have Stunt Tony. Well done, Stunt Tony. You are a gent, and well, you might not be a gent. Who knows? Who knows what you are? Could be anything. So there we go. That was the first quiz of the evening over with. How did you like that? Did anybody feel disadvantaged by the fact that they've not seen Hunger Games, or did it work on two levels, where you would assume it's something insane, so it was Trump, or something not quite as insane, in which case it'd be a merciless dictator. One of the same. I wish I could have joined you all at the weekend, says Simone. Now I'm depressed. We'll have to arrange something, Simone, where you come up, and honestly, you're quite welcome to stay in our spare room for a couple of nights, whatever you need to, well, however long you want to come up for, and we'll arrange a meet up that you can make because you'll be here. It'll be fun. Just let us know what days. I think I'm off for a few days around my birthday, which is the end of March. So that might be a good time. That might be a good time for me to do that northern meetup thing. What is it good for? We did think of you, Simone. We did. Been sorting out my brother's affairs, says Becky, and it's awful seeing them already arguing over his money and possessions. So depressing and sickening to watch. We'll be okay when I go. I'll have no ball to leave. Yeah, that's another thing, isn't it? It's like, yeah, emotions start running high and people start getting attached to things more than they were before. It's very, very awful. Movie night this Saturday. It's like book club, but for movies. Yes, exactly. So this Saturday night will be movie night number 2. And hopefully Dave from Crab Car Hunter will be joining me and Matt at Matt's house for us to watch another terrible movie. Now, I don't know what terrible movie to bring. Obviously, if you watched the video, this was the one we watched last time. Ninja Terminator, but there's another 3 from this series to watch. But I did also take this one. And I've not watched that for a while, so we'll have to see. We've literally got another 5 bad ninja films to watch, so maybe it'll be another one of them. And I'll record it in the same way. So we'll record a bit of an intro where I explain what film we're going to watch and the background to it. And then afterwards I'll talk to Dave and Matt about what they thought about it and what was their favourite parts and all that stuff. Because it's proven quite popular. I can't speak today. It must be these pants. Quite a popular video. Miss Hubnut has been after Simon's pants since Brushdival 24. Many people have. There's very few people that I will let touch my pants. No matter how famous they are. No matter how many times people know who they are. Oh, Becky's put a super sticker in. That means I've got to play that video. Here we go.
Thank you for donating. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you for donating. You're amazing.
There you go, Becky. Thank you for donating. You are amazing. Alex is smashing stuff today. She's smashed a chicken. She smashed cauliflower, I think. Oh, that's somehow. Now she's smashing Whizbit. Yeah, definitely, Barry. Well, we'll arrange something. We'll get something sorted. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be cool, actually. I'm going to get some dinner. Cheese on toast with Henderson's relish. Well, there we go. There we go. A round of applause to Simone for using Henderson's relish. And Simon says, I should have asked Simon to bring Henderson's relish on Saturday. I never thought that anybody else would want it. I know Alex has got some. Simone's got some. The next meetup, I'll bring loads of bottles. Shall I get loads of bottles of Henderson's relish and rebrand it? Uh, Norman's condiment. I'll do the quiz one and then I'll do quiz one and head off. Oh, well, there you go. So we've done quiz one now, so I assume Barry's off. Anderson's. Nearest one is... Oh, hang on, we're on about it. Barry, Simone says to Barry, are there any record shops near you? And Barry says, nearest one is Slackers off Jefferson City. I have to go to V-Stock in St. Louis for the other one. I have gained 70-odd subs by advertising the community channels. I'm hunting... Oh, and then Simone switched from Purple Hat Games to Hooked on Classics. I'm hunting for a record, but the postal cost to the UK is redonkulous. Okay, it is. Is it fashionable to be late? If so, hi all. Greetings, Gaz, and welcome. I mean, you're not really late. You've missed one quiz, although you might have been there just in time because I'm way behind with the comments. But welcome. Very kind, Mr. Jeffries Jr. What are you after? Oh, that's Simone's talking to Barry about records there. Right, hang on, what's this then? DD, with KM being used in Australia, when inquiring about a car instead of mileage, does one ask, what's the kilometrage? Oh, you're looking at paying a lot for that here. Oh, that's still talking to Simone about the thing. Winchester Club in Minder. Oh. Hunger Games is shite. Watch Battle Royale instead. Yeah, I've already seen Battle Royale a couple of times. First one's great. Second one's pants. I have no hope, says Matt. And then Alex says, literally, hey, all hope is lost. Massive is an adjective. There we go. He seems to put adjectives in strange places. Ooh, Mrs. Biscuit is a digestive. This is harder than I expected. That's what she said. True that. I never said by my missus about this. And then Stephen Cook says 19th and 10th. Yay, 5th. Oh, I don't think he meant 10th. Yay, can't believe first. Well done. Well done, Ray, mate. I have no idea what snow is. You don't get snow down there, do you? It's all up here. Do you want me to send you some down? We've still got a little pile of snow in our garden. I can post it down for you. You'll be right. Matt says, oh, we're all right. Because he's always over the top enthusiastic. Barry says, okay, after that, thank you, everyone. Grab me on email anytime. Take care. Peace out. I had fun pondering on some of those questions. And Alex says, well done to Raimi. Yes, Raimi, well done. I can't remember what you called yourself. Oh, was it Stunt Tony? Well done, Raimi. Trump reminds me of Liz Truss in that when making one of his pronouncements, he gets the intonation all wrong. Yeah, that's because he's like Ron Burgundy, isn't he? He just reads off of that reader thing. I have not seen Games of Hunger, but guessing worked okay. Yeah, as long as he's just, do you think Trump would have said it, basically, isn't it? The Winchester is 6. My mind is blown. Never seen snow, but came third somehow. A shame about the subject. Can Simone come to Molly's? That's the question, Simone. It's going to be on. Oh, yeah, because I've still not figured out where we're meeting first, have I? On the 2nd of February, which is on a Sunday. On the Sunday the 2nd of February, I'm going to book Molly's for maybe 5 or 6 o'clock. But I'll put the details together and then I can get a number and I'll book it I'll book it at the end of this week for the following Sunday. So this time when we turn up, they've actually got a table for us. So there we go. The only snow I know is Frosty the Snowman. Sharknado, says Becky. That is a terrible film. Have you ever seen a film called Rubber? I think I might have mentioned it before. It's about a psychotic tyre, a car tyre called Robert, that kills people. That's a good film to watch. We should see if we can watch that as well, Matt. Will Vincent be in the film? Will Vincent be in the film? Oh, is it a sexy time movie night this time? It isn't, no. Was it not Jon Snow from that thing Jon Snow was in? What, Game of Thrones? We need movie suggestions for movies we've not seen. I'll caveat that. We need movie suggestions for terrible movies we've not seen that it is possible for us to see. And then Udge says, hello, Becky. Jon Snow, wasn't he the fast bowler for England? Evening, everyone, says Colin. And I'll do it in Colin's voice. Evening, everyone. Can't stay. I'm currently in Washington, D.C., being sworn in as Trump's representative to Northern Ireland. And also, strangely, he's Monster Energy Drink Flavour Advisor. Do well, people. Well, thank you for dropping by, Colin. Hope your evening's going not too busy. Read the news too. He did. Everybody's talking about who Jon Snow could be. That girl on the thank you for donating clip doesn't appear overly grateful. She's just flying rock. She's just rock. Begrudgingly grateful. That's how I like my women. Begrudgingly grateful. Sorry, I was using the old smartphone. I met Tommy Dapper on Saturday. I was starstruck. Yes, Alex did meet Tommy Dapper. As did Sharon. Yes, and there was a lot of things happened on Saturday. And I forgot to do the one thing that I wanted to do, which was after the haunting shot. I wanted to do like a one-on-one sort of sound clip interview like they do on The Office every so often with each character. Completely forgot to do that, so there we go. What is Molly's, says Simone. Molly's is a restaurant about halfway between Alex's and Rob's. I think it's about halfway between. Might be closer to Alex's. I can't picture it on map now. But yes, on the 2nd, we're planning on going to our place in the morning, stroke afternoon, and then going to Molly's for dinner. Yeah, that's what we're planning. Is that where you eat lollies? It could be, Pingu. Pingu, you should come along as well. I've thrown a game before. It was a cartridge, so it still worked. That's good. Smashing Belfast accent, my good man. Adios, my dude. Take care. Have you seen The Shallows? Never heard of it. What? Dan Snow is dead. When? Oh, Dad. I watched The Woman in Black on Saturday. Udge has seen that. And she thought it was crap. I think Simon would enjoy it. But The Shallows, I'll have to make a note of that one, Matt. And Alex says, do they do bacon at Molly's? If they do bacon at Molly's, I suspect that Simon Easton will already be there. Simon Easton is the baconator. We've already discussed that, haven't we? Well, look at that. It's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes to 9 already. I will be taking my daughter to the airport on the 2nd of February for her college trip to Madrid. Madrid, wowzer. I think I definitely went to France with school. I don't think we went very far. I think we literally just went to Calais. I can't even remember whether we stayed over anywhere. Very strange. But Madrid, that's kind of a cool thing. I do remember one place we went with school. Was a place called Thornbridge Hall. And they did like some activities. So they did nighttime orienteering, which is basically a fantastic way of getting 50 school kids lost in dark on the grounds of some big hall. What else did we do? Some other crazy stuff like that. But there was ghosts apparently at Thornbridge Hall. So people were just going around scaring each other. Bacon. I can smell it cooking. I thought it was the police. Hey! Right then, should we get on for this other quiz? Oh, hang on, what we have in here? We'll have that one. Ugh. The Shallows is a cross between Jaws and Baywatch. Ah! That does sound cool. Right, let's get this other quiz going. Blooming heck, I've closed it down, haven't I? Bear with me, folks, while I open it up. Here we go. So that goes over there, then I press this, then I have to press this button here, and then press this one here. Then if I press this one and then this one, and then press this one, then we're off. It's been a very strange day today. Very strange day. I went into the office this morning, and somehow I managed to get there before 6:30, which is bonkers. But when it gets to 10:30, that's literally halfway through my day. So it's like 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. So it's like, it's a bit early for lunch. So if I were going to stay at work to when I had lunch, then I'd only have 2 hours left after lunch before it'd be home time. So tend to be what I've done recently is as soon as it gets to my lunch, I go home. So I came home at like 10:30 today, but that meant it were longer because then I had to work 4 hours again. It's bonkers. I can't believe you do this every Monday. It's so good of you. If you're talking to me, Alex, I can't believe I've managed to do it every Monday either, except when I'm not here. And I enjoy it. That's the thing. It's fun. It makes it worthwhile having the channel because I get to talk to all these lovely people. Oh, every Monday, lovely people appear and put comments in, and we have a laugh. And it just grows people together. I think like mushrooms, we all grow together like mushrooms, or potatoes. Mushrooms or potatoes. So yes, I don't know why I've got pants on my head. Repo Man was a great film. Not so much now. I've never seen that. Never seen it. We will get some sleep now. Glyn full of cold and I'm shattered. Oh well, Glyn gets better soon. It's never good being full of cold, is it? Even having cold in your head's not very good. Right, how many people have we got in up to now? Oh, God. 9 people. So we've got second last, President Tony. Thanks for donating. Dog eggs. Your mum. Full English. Don't eat me. Naughty corner. Yeah, because we were in the naughty corner when we went to that cafe. In fact, another thing that cafe did, they do a challenge breakfast. Now, Rami and Simon, Roadhouse has added, Rami and Simon had a double breakfast, which was basically 2 lots of everything, apart from sausage for some reason. Why did you only get 1 sausage if it were a double? Very strange. But they do another one where it's massive. Like, the double breakfast came on a big oval plate. Have I got anything that's about the size of the middle of that? Oh, you can't see it, can you? About the size of the middle of that. There, that length. Oh, you still can't see it. Bloody hell, Simon! What a palaver! It was like a big oblong plate. But this other challenge breakfast was basically on 2 of those, and there were pictures of people on the wall. Now, Dave recognised one of the young ladies on there as a YouTube person that does these eating challenges, and she managed to eat it in like 8 minutes and 13 seconds or something stupid like that. My God, I don't think I could have finished like a third of 1 plate in that time. Jeebus. Don't know how she manages to put food away. She's tiny. Yeah, so that was it. And so Simon decided he was going to swap 1 sausage for some bacon because he wanted extra bacon. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Alex. Simon requested 1 sausage for extra bacon. Did he have fried bread as well? I can't remember. But fair play to him. He ate it all. Rami had a double breakfast, but he had hash browns. Oh, Simon had black pudding as well. Rami had hash browns. That looked nice. Alex had a veggie breakfast with scrambled eggs. Scrambled egg. I can't remember. Oh, you had hash brown as well, didn't you? And I just had a veggie breakfast with white toast. I don't think Alex had toast. And it was all right. The veggie sausages were a bit crap, though, I thought. They tasted like Linda McCartney sausages, like wood chippings. I only asked for 1 sausage, but extra bacon and black pudding. There we go. Oh yeah, black pudding. A platter, says Stickman. Stickman didn't come to the cafe. But what we did do, we took him a bacon butty, and he said it was very nice. You are a messy eater, Simon. I think that might be me she's talking to. I didn't clear my plate. Unless she was talking about Simon, other Simon. Dinner thief. I have terrible table manners. You don't, Simon. Linda's sausages are gross. They are crap. Not least when shooting tomatoes off the plate. Oh yeah, that was it. Simon tried killing Rami with half a grilled tomato, and he failed. Stickman was late. There you go. I have been buying Cumberland sausages, says Simone. I can't. Are they the ones that have got herbs and stuff in them? Simon Pistons had beans everywhere. It's just a talent I have. Beans everywhere. Yes. Right then, let's get on with this quiz, and then we can talk about dinner afterwards, because that was entertaining as well. We went to. I'll tell you later. Right, let's have a look what we've got. We've got your mom, Roadhouse. Second last, President Tony. Thanks for donating. Dog eggs, full English, don't eat me, naughty corner, and Charlie says. Interesting fact. You know the Charlie says adverts? Apparently, it was. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. Kenny Everett that did the voice for the cat. Right then, let's get going. 90s cars. So it'll be a description. You have to say which car it refers to. Steering is lifeless and easily corrupted by the engine torque, while the ride quality lacks the supple approach of its rivals. Which one's that? It's the Mercedes-Benz A-Class, and nobody got that right. Nobody got that right. I am surprised. I am really surprised. See? Nobody. Moving on to question 2. What car? The best riding and handling blank to date, but also the best assembled car yet to roll out at Browns Lane. There'll be a clue there for you people in the know. Yeah, it's a Jaguar. Ooh, quite close. Moving on now to question 3. I'll do a rundown after question 9. You simply will not find a better built small car than this. Is that the Rover Metro, the Nissan Micra, the Mercedes-Benz A-Class, or the Fiat Punto? So the Nissan Micra. Oh, look at that. Bit of a change there. Ooh, moving on to question 4. 4, Simon. It comes after 3. The car that started the trend for mini MPVs. Toyota RAV4, Mazda MX-5, Citroen Picasso, or the Renault Megane Scenic? It's the Renault Megane Scenic. And then the Picasso followed quickly afterwards, didn't it? I think what happened is Renault brought out the concept. And then Citroen based the Picasso on the C4, was it? Was it C3? No, it's C4, I think, isn't it? I can't remember now. One of them. Or whatever that platform was called back then. But they made it just a little bit more cool inside. So I remember they had armrests on drivers and passengers' seats. So they looked like aeroplane seats to me. It was very, very strange. My ex's dad got one. When I first met her dad had a Nissan Primera, one of the higher up ones, and I remember that feeling like a really luxurious car. Like the seats were really plush, and it was dead quiet and powerful. It felt powerful from a passenger point of view. They were dead smooth. And then he got this Picasso, and I just remember thinking, God, this is horrible. Like it's all got all trick bits inside, but jeebus, it's horrible. It's just a blob. Ugh. And my dad had a Renault Megane Scenic. Or did he have 2? No, I think he only had 1. I didn't like that either. We're all plasticky and yucky. And then he got a Citroen Picasso. But like the posh ones that if they did them nowadays, it'd be a DS4 Picasso. I can't remember what it was called, what the model was called. But it got like mood lighting on the door shuts and the dashboard, and it had got sun blinds that came up out of the door tops, and it had got vents in the back and the B pillars and in the centre part. It got all sorts of. I think it got a windscreen that came over your head, and it had got like a separate blind bit, so you could see through top of windscreen. I can't remember what they called it, like Panavision or something they called it. Anyway, I'm blobbering on. So Charlie Says has rocketed up to first place there. Moving on now to question 5. It grips well steers accurately and is reasonably good fun in a slightly ham-fisted, old-fashioned way. It's a Vauxhall Tigra. Only one person got that right. You can tell what kind of community we are, where we keep going for the Rover option. There you go. Don't eat me. Rocketed up to number 2. Moving on now to question 6. It combines class-leading ride quality with unflappable body control and immensely stable, secure cornering. Oh, I wish more things were unflappable. It is the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. When we get to question 9, I'll go through and then I'll read some more comments or something. So question 7. Wow, unbelievable! Those were about the only words we could spit out after launching the blank, unlikely supercar to 60 miles per hour in just 5.8 seconds. Which car were they talking about? It was the Subaru Impreza Turbo. Yes, most people got that right. Moving on to question 8. Considering its low price and bias towards thrift, it seems odd that Fiat didn't sell more than 1.2 million of these over 7 years. But which one are they talking about? Cinquecento. I don't mind the Cinquecento. I quite like the Seicento as well. And if Julie's still watching, Julie said to me the other day that she fancies buying herself a car even if she can't drive yet, so she can learn how to work on it and learn in it. Now, I don't know whether she's going to actually remember saying that or whether I'm going to have made it up in my head. But we should see what happens with that. Oh, Don't Eat Me's moved into first place. Moving on to question 9. That car. It seems there's no magic ingredient here, just thoroughly executed tuning of dampers and springs. Now there's a clue for you. The Clio. Renault have always... Oh, we've upset Mike. We've upset Jack. Renault have always been famously good at making their cars handle really well. Oh, bloody hell, what have I done here? Oh, I've kicked a box. Oh, it's all turning into a disaster. Yes, Renault Clio. I had a Mark 1 Phase 2 Renault Clio RSI, and that was gorgeous. So somebody backed a truck into it, and somebody else ran me off at road. So after question 9, let's have a bit of a rundown. So we've got Don't Eat Me is number 1. Charlie Says is number 2. President Tony, number 3. Thank you for donating, it's number 4. And Your Mum's number 5. Are you not playing, Jack? Hey, you're not playing? No, okay. Oh God. Let's see what we've got in the chatteroomies. Udge says Simon is full of beans. Simon has been naughty, says Simone. The plight of a psychopath. Oh, very telling. Very telling. I mean, I've been watching a lot of documentaries about serial killers lately, because I feel that gets me in the mood for work. while I'm processing transfers and listening to people talk about dismembered bodies and where they've been hidden and stuff. I think it gels. I think it gels really well. Working in an office and watching documentaries about psychopaths, but none of them that I've watched where they're interviewing police that investigated these particular people. None of them mentioned having beans all over the plate being a telltale sign of being a psychopath or a serial killer. I mean, there were one guy that I watched today, who I've never heard of him before. It was it Ned something? Anyway, when they finally broke into his flat, went into his flat when they'd arrested him. He'd like, oh, I'll tell you another day. Maybe it's not suitable content for this, is it? I bet it's windy in your house. I know Judge says Simon because I'm eating all beans. Alex says waffling again. Yeah, I'm doing badly. We'll do better. Not the only one saying Amy. Well, you do better as well. Ujud says, yes, I do remember saying that, and I meant it, but only when I managed to have the money for it. So there we go. I mean, there's always cars cheap. But it's not just buying the car, Rudge. You've got to find somewhere to put it as well now. In fact, why don't you just have Emily? You have Emily. You can pay for her welding and all, and discs and pads and stuff, and I'll drive her. I'm a serial killer as well as a baconator. That is true. Simon Easton is a serial killer. I've seen him eating cereals out of his Brushable Award. Psychopaths are people too, you know. That is very true. I used to drive an old girlfriend's Fiat Cinquecento and thought it hilarious and rather jolly. Yeah, I've never been. I don't think I've ever driven one. I'm sure I must have been in one. But to me, they just come across as like they're not overpriced at the moment, and they're quite small, and you can just thrash them around everywhere. And you're never going to really get yourself into that much bother. But I would like to get a car at some point and strip all the insides out and make it a bonkers car. You never know, that might happen to Gen Z at some point. If she ever bloody starts again. I don't want Emily, says our judge. What's wrong with Emily? I mean, I want Emily, so. If quizzes are quizzical, then what are tests? Very good, Stefan. Very good. Very good. And don't worry, I'll check with you first. As for the space, yeah, I didn't think of that. Oh, I didn't think of that. Steve's here. Greetings, Steve. Hope you're doing well. It says most Fiats require a tetanus shot when getting in nowadays. Yeah, they're not the most robust of built cars, are they? Poor Emily had a fat cloth cat. They did a sporting Cinquecento too. They did. I was at the shade. Oh no, they did both, didn't they? They did a sporting Cinquecento and a sporting Seicento. But they also did a Michael Schumacher sporting Seicento, and I'm pretty sure the only difference was the sticker on the boot, and I think maybe the seat fabric was different or something. There wasn't actually any performance difference from what I remember. I have a spare car or two you can have for free, or judge. There you go. I like Emily, but she's too big. I think you'll find she's not actually that big once you get driving her. I think Emily is my favourite out of the two that I've got at the moment. What's up with Jenny? This is a very good question. I think crank sensor's gone. I think basically she won't start, but there's fuel and spark. Hello. What? What you want? You can open the door. Do you want me to open it? Come on then. Go on then. Bye. Bloody kids these days. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, Pingu. So, what day are we on? Monday. I should really order a crank sensor and try it on Wednesday. I'm determined to find the fault myself, but if I can't be bothered, I'm just going to phone AA. Right, let's get back to this quiz. Where are we? So we're on question 9 at the moment. So another 9 questions, and then we're done. So let's fire ourselves into question 10 like a rabid monkey at a banana pie. So what car are we talking about here? The radical looks of the blank kicked off Ford's so-called New Edge design movement. Was it the Ford Transit, the Ford Focus, the Ford Scorpio, or the Ford Ka? It was the Ford Ka. Well done, don't eat me. Moving on now to question 11. What car? The new blank is a pucker blank despite its Cavalier underpinnings. It's the Saab 900. I put them other voxels in there to confuse people. Hey, look at that, some movement there. Moving on now to question 12. The 0 to 60 sprint may take a yawn-inducing 15.6 seconds, but this car is remarkably flexible and could cover ground at a pace that mocked conventional performance criteria. Now, what did he say that about? The Peugeot 206 1.9. I mean, I think that kind of fits in with my theory. And many people probably disagree. But I mean, and I've got to do a video about it. I've mentioned it a couple of times, but I need to do an actual decisive video about it. In fact, I could probably do with someone else doing the video with me, and then we can have a discussion afterwards, and I'll tell them why I'm right. That I believe that the diesel version of the ZS is a better prospect than the V6 version, because its running costs are less. It doesn't handle that much worse, considering it's got that massive lump in the front. And the torque that it's got is just way more fun. It's far more of a hooligan's car than what you'd think it is. I think the diesel version of the ZS is the better buy. Now, I'm not saying that the 1.8 turbo converted version wouldn't be better than the diesel version, but I think both of those are better than the V6. In fact, that'd be an interesting comparison, actually. Yeah, if when I get Emily done and on the road, Raymy's got his yellow ZS still, we should do a comparison, Ramy. We should either I'll come down at ZS or you guys come up in your ZS, and we'll do if you come up to this end, we'll do my famous Strines run, and then we'll swap cars and do it back again. Yeah, we could even do Woodhead and Snake, actually. Got plans formed in the head. So what do we get to? Yes, so 3 people got that right. So let's see where that takes us on the scoreboards. There we go. Your mom has come forth. That's what she said. Moving on to question 13. The blank boasts the head and leg room of an escort and will easily accommodate 5 adults. A bold and promising step forward. What's that talking about? Blimey heck, I can't believe most people got that right. Well done. An old Skoda is something I would consider getting and tarting up. But even they're super expensive now. Autocar, December 1998. The blank is not without its flaws, but it's Audi's best driver's car since the original Quattro. Audi TT. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to trick people with that. Apparently not. There we go. Moving on to question 15. Marriage of the ever-excellent K-Series to a chassis of truly extraordinary agility. What are they describing there? The Rover 200, apparently. And that did throw me off. Extraordinary agility. Because I've had a 1.4 ZR, sorry. I've driven a BRM. I've got a 1.6 200. Have I driven any other ones? Oh, I've driven the Streetwise, obviously. Both standard and lowered. I think the R3 doesn't handle that well. It doesn't handle as well as the ZS. I'd say the ZS is leaps and bounds above the ZR for handling. It's just way more balanced and just way more planted. So, moving on to question 16. After 17, I'll do a rundown. What car are we talking about here then? The blank layout was, in fact, the first front-wheel drive car ever to be engineered by BMW. It was the Rover 75. It was the Rover 75. Oh, Dog Eggs has moved up. Well done, Dog Eggs. So, 17, penultimate question. I'll do a rundown after this. All you have to do is put up with a dreadful ride, soggy handling, mediocre refinement, and poor interior. Which one of them is it? The Daewoo Nexia. Yes. Daewoo. I did read about Daewoo the other day and what happened to him, and it was like they were gaining position in the market, and then something changed. I think it were did they start adding import tax onto cars after a certain number of years or something? They had to have import tax on them, and then it just meant that they weren't super cheap anymore. So people stopped buying them. So after the penultimate question, so President Tony's first. Thanks for donating his second. Your mum come third this time. She's getting better. Don't Eat Me fourth, and Dog Eggs fifth. So let's have a look. So any at top 3 can change, and then fourth can make it as high as second, and fifth can make it as high as fourth, depending on how it goes. So let's have a look. The final question. Let's see what happens. The best car we've road tested all year. What were they talking about? The Ford car, the Ford Mondeo, the Ford Focus, or the Harrison Ford? Ford Focus. Yeah, it was quite a game changer when it came out, the Ford Focus. And I don't mind it. An ex of mine had a Focus Saloon, which looked bloody horrible. Why would you make a saloon version? And it was a gear spec, so it had all the nice stuff in it. But just inside, just that dashboard on inside, I don't like the swoopiness. In my mind, it just looks naff. It's like it's trying too hard to be cool. Too hard to be cool. I didn't mind the outside. And then if I found a really cheap ST170, I could cope with that. But yeah, that inside's a bit. Yeah. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe finding a cheap Mark 1 Focus and stripping it out like a rally car. So let's see what that did to the podiums. In third place, we have Don't Eat Me. In second place, Thanks for Donating. And in first place, we have President Tony. Well done, President Tony. Your mum came fourth. Oh, at least she's there. So there we go. That was that quiz. Let me close this window down. Come on, let me close your window down. There we go. Thank you very much. So there we go. Let's have a look what we've missed in the comments, because I'm sure I saw someone mention pink. They did a Sporting Cinquecento. Oh yeah, we saw that one. I have a spare car or two for you or judge for free. I like Emily, which do we? What's up with Jenny? I had a Fiat Bravo HGT 5-cylinder. Now, that's a good point that Steve makes there when he's not actually making a point. They did a Punto HGT, and I liked them, and they did the Abarth Puntos, and I like them. So actually, I don't mind Fiats, and I would have an Abarth Punto. I'd have an Abarth 500 as well, or 595, whatever they call them. Yeah, I do. I had a Fiat Punto, and it was a 1.1 Mark 1, and it was awful. But it was like, it was the cheapest, most budget car ever. It didn't even have the power to spin its wheels. It was horrible, horrible. I saw a Mark 1 Fiat Punto Sporting yesterday. There's I think it's a Mark 2. There's a Mark 2 one that's been for sale for months at a garage. And apparently they used to have it in their garage as a display car. It's blue, like electric blue. I think it's been lowered, and it's got the sporting kit on it and like a boot spoiler and stuff. And it's dead cheap. And it's definitely one of them cars that if you were in the market for something like a little project and you wanted just to have something just to rag about, and you didn't mind whether it got all knackered and stuff, that'd be the perfect car. Simone says, "Oh, cute Kitty." He is cute. He is cute, Jack. He's a handsome chap. He is a very handsome chap. Have you tried wiggling the spade connector on the starter motor? Common problem. It turns over. It just doesn't start. So yeah, I think it's crankcase sense. It's just really weird, Pingu, because on the Sunday I had her running for ages and she was fine. Turned her off on Sunday, Clerk's garage, great. Tuesday, I thought, I'll take it for a run round. Nothing, just cranks over and that's it. Yeah, I thought because it's been cold and it's a bit damp, I thought it might be a bad connection somewhere, but with everything I've tried has not made any difference. The only thing I haven't tried is wibbling the ECU connectors. I even took the feed pipe from the top of the fuel filter off just to make sure it were actually squirting fuel out. And there were a massive fountain of fuel coming out, so that should be fine. Is it a crank sensor case? It could be, Dick. We've just bought a 1959 Go-Go Mobile Glad Izzard T700 coupe thingy. The most hilarious looking thing. I mean, it does sound hilarious just from the name, but I have no idea what it looks like. Should we find out? Let's find out together. This could end in tears, couldn't it? Here we go. So here we are in Google, right? 1959. No. 1959, thank you. What was it? Go-Go Mobile Glad Izzard T700 coupe. Oh my god. Is that it? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell me Steph's driven one. Oh god. Oh god indeed. Oh well, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. I don't want to see that anymore. Ugh. Udgy says, you're too kind to Pingu. There's a Fiat in the next street from me that just turned up. The in-betweeners one, but green. The in-betweeners one. I like the way that there was somebody who did a mock one at that. Because it's basically just a yellow Cinquecento with a red door, isn't it? My friend Andrew's sister has a pink Cinquecento. Pink cars. Now there's a discussion point. You of you that know me, or even know of me, will know that I'm not averse to any pink type items. I quite like the colour pink, like a strong neon pink. Oh, I don't mind a bit of pink, I'll tell you. So yeah, pink car. I don't think I'd mind that, to be honest. I don't think I'd mind that at all. One of our neighbours has got a Citroen, no, tell a lie, a DS3 that's white and pink. So it's got a pink roof and pink door caps. I think it might have got pink wheels. I'm not entirely certain on that. But they're the kind of cars that I reckon when they come up for sale, second hand, they're going to be cheaper than normal coloured ones because not everybody wants pink parts on the car. But I'd quite happily drive that around. I'd probably change the wheels to something a bit more mean looking. But yeah, I think I'd go for that. I used to drive a pink Austin Land Crab years ago. There you go, Gaz. That shows you that me and you were quite comfortable in our masculinity. If we'd be quite happy driving around in pink cars. Stephen Cook says, Stephen Cook even, saw the new Ford Capri yesterday. Have to say I don't like it and it's an insult to the original. I agree. Even the advert bollocks. It's all crap. It's all awful, and they made a massive mistake using that bloody flipping Capri name. The next year was a reused Astra. It was the day you bought the pressings from Vauxhall, but because they were getting a bit worn out at the time, you often found that Daewoo Nexia's panels didn't quite line up very well. I don't mind the look of it. I think she might be on about the Capri. It's better than those old C-Max and B-Max things. Again, carries the legend of Alex not liking any car that someone called Jeffries owns. My dad's got a C-Max. I don't like it. I didn't like Seat's version of the Triumph Toledo. Focus was damn ugly. Needed glasses to look at it. The back end looked crap. I don't know, I didn't mind it, to be honest. But my lasting memory of the Focus, the Mark 1, is the rally versions, and they just look chunky. Although I think Range Rover did a decent update of the Singer Vogue. I don't know what Gaz is talking about there, but I appreciate that he's talking about something that's funny. I used to own a Mark 1.5 Focus, one of the best cars I've ever had. I like this one had the heated windows. That's what I like about Fords. I had a Focus Estate 2002. I thought it was great. There you go. There you go. I'm falling asleep. Tired. I'm surprised Remy is still awake. I'm surprised Remy is still awake after what you said the other day. It's a tiring job working late. There's quite a few 1990s era Unos running around here. Oh, Unos. They did a turbo, didn't they? A Fiat Uno turbo. That was supposed to be quite good. Or if it's cranking but not firing, then could be a crank sensor or even grubby loose dizzy cap to lead. Yeah, we've tried the dizzy cap. We've made sure all the leads are connected right. So yeah, I think it's crank sensor. You flooded it. We haven't flooded it. Spray some brake cleaner down air intake to see if engine fires. Tried it with easy start. Not a sausage. Hang on, and it's got 2 cylinders. There's quite a few 1990s era Unos running around here. The car that killed Prince, and it's got 2 cylinders. My local car dealer, Carter's of Chapeltown. Oh, that's kind of my local. Have a Sierra RS 500 Cosworth on display in their showroom with no number plates on it. So I don't know if it's ever been registered or not. We'll try and check. Yeah, Carter's is where I took my Fiesta to have the cam pulleys done. And it's a really good garage. The guy that I don't know whether it's the guy that runs it now or used to run it. He used to be in our classic car club, and he was a really nice guy. Yeah, they had a Cosworth. I think they had a Vauxhall Mantra in there as well. Manta in there at one point. I can't remember what else I saw in there when I went in. But yeah, they've always got some. I think there were an Audi Quattro in there at one point. I wanted to paint my Mark 1 Capri a dark pink. That'd have suited it. Yeah, I can picture that. My mum had a bright pink Mark II Escort. See, all these things. I don't think there's a car that don't look cool pink. No worries, Simon. Take care. Ford Todger gear in pink. Todger that every time. I find most cars so ugly these days that I can't look at them when walking down the street. They're all just a bit samey, aren't they? I mean, I think that's something that it's something that we seem to say these days because we like the older type cars. But if you go back in time, older cars, I think, looked more similar than cars these days do. I wonder if it's like we grew up looking at different styling cues. So nowadays we're kind of missing part of the design language. Maybe, I don't know. It's tricky to say, isn't it? I mean, certainly it seems nowadays that most cars are of the similar type. Whereas back in the day, you used to get a massive variety. But nowadays, a lot of things seem to be SUVs, don't they? Small SUVs or small hatchbacks. Yeah, I can't think the last time I saw an estate car, for example, and a new estate car. I thought, oh, that looks really cool. I can't think of the last time that happened. Or even a saloon car. When's the last time you saw a saloon car, a new saloon car and thought, oh, that's cool. Everything just seemed to have gone down the small hatchback or SUV, which is basically just a small hatchback but enlarged. Yeah. Even like two-seater sports cars like the MX-5 and stuff, that kind of thing, there's just a distinct lack of them, isn't there? How about a bright pink Ford Scorpio? All right, maybe not all cars would look good in pink. That is true. But you could recognise one car from another amongst the 60s, 70s, 80s or 90s cars. That is true. Actually, that is true. That is true. Yeah, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one, Dick. Yeah, because there's quite a lot where nowadays it's like, even though the cars themselves look different, they've got the same design language behind them, haven't they? Yeah, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Even if some of them were similar style, that's true. Kelly Brickley, greetings. Party Crasher here. I last jumped out of her Audi Q7 and screamed about how cute the Morris was. Then she pointed at her Audi and said, now they're just appliances. Bam! Yeah, they are just appliances. New modern cars are just appliances. And this is a discussion we've had many times, Kelly Brickley, is the fact that there's going to be less and less people actually buying cars and more people just leasing cars. So they're not that fussed about what it is they've got, because to them it's just transport. There's less and less people being interested in motor vehicles for motor vehicles' sake, and more people just using them as a commuting tool. It's gone like that. Cars came out, they were a commuting tool. More people got them. People were getting cars instead of having to rely on buses and stuff. But they were interested in them because they were new and modern. And then people seem to be less and less actually interested in cars and what they stand for and stuff. Which is either going to go one of two ways. It's going to mean all the old cars and stuff get sort of forced out of use by legislation, or they're not, but they're going to be less and less around. That they're going to be the interesting things that suddenly people pick up on, and the prices go up. Lady Penelope's Fab 1 was pink. It was Dick Dastardly. They've got that at the Gaydon Car Museum, and it's a very nice car. But that is a Ford. I can't remember what it was based on. But yeah, Ford built that for the latest film, what I'm talking about. There's 2 pink Range Rovers around here. Does Jenny turn over slowly or make any funny noises? No. Same. She cranks at the same speed as before. She just doesn't start. Anyone want anything from the shop? No, thank you. And Alex says, I'll have some soup, please. Why has there not been any adverts tonight? That is true. That is true, Alex. Let's see if I've got. Let me see if I've got a soup intro. Here we go. Soup. 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 Whoosh. 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 Well, a fudging soup. Motherfucking soup. How about a pink 18 van? I pity that fool. No, I'd probably drive that. Does the red immobiliser light go off on Gen Z? Yep, the immobiliser is off. Pink Batmobile, yes. Have you tried locking it and unlocking it? Yep. Also, try disconnecting the battery and putting it back on. I haven't tried that. I will try that, though. There's an unregistered MGB in the MG dealer, Eric Steed at Ecclesfield. Oh, I might have seen that. The last time I went in there, Stephen Cook, is I was driving past. It must be a couple of years ago. And I noticed they'd got a TF in there. And I thought, oh, that looks pretty well. And I went in and we're talking to one of the guys about it. I don't know who it were. It was very interested to talk to me when he thought I was interested in buying it. And then when I said, oh, I've got one, I was just interested in seeing what it will like. Then he weren't that bothered about it anymore. But yeah, it was a very nice car. And it had not done that many miles by the looks of it. But I think it had got comfort springs on it because it was a bit higher than normal. But yeah, it was nice. It was a lot of money though. Old 50s crests came in pink. Yes, I think Alex slid herself into one of them pink crests. Array good that soup one. I like that one. Soup. Have you tried disconnecting the battery for 30 minutes to reset the ECU? I will try that. Have you tried having a word with it? I have actually. Yes, I have. Have you tried? Yep, a stiff talking to. I have spoken to her in a most severe tone, telling her that if she don't get her act together, then I don't know what the future can be. Yeah, specifically when I'm supposed to be upgrading her. She's supposed to be my toy for the year, so I can't not have her running. I said to myself about 3 weeks ago, as soon as I've got the brakes swapped over and the tracking done, I'll take her down to Furious Driving to let him have a bit of a play. Because I think he's got a VI, but it'd be interesting to see the VI and how it compares. And then she decided she didn't want to start, so there we go. What about a good thrashing with a stick? I threatened to set her on fire and that didn't work, so there we go. But no, I will try disconnecting the battery. Yeah. It's very annoying. I just don't. It's the whole thing with it running fine and then not starting, and there's not been any, oh, it wouldn't start very well and then it started, or oh, it's running bad. It was just like literally perfect and then nothing. Could be on strike due to Tony not being here. It could be. Oh, Alex is going. Good night, all, she says. Take care, Alex. Have a nice sleep. Stick a banana up a tailpipe and put Tony on the throttle body and she'll be right. Oh, Gen Z. I thought we were talking about Alex again then. She could be. I'll try that. Right, well, we're kind of near 2 hours, so yes, thanks very much for joining. Don't forget to click the like button, as Simone pointed out earlier. It's one of them weird YouTubey things. I don't mind if you click it or not, but if you do click it, there's more chance of this video. I mean, who's going to watch? I don't know who's going to watch this, to be perfectly honest with you. They might see it come up on their list of suggested videos and think, oh, that's a nice thumbnail. Oh, what a lovely thumbnail that is. I'll watch that video. And then it'll start with some random advert. And then when the actual me comes on, I'm sat here with chuffing pants on my head, talking about nonsense. Honestly, I don't know who would watch this and think, oh, I'll subscribe to that. Oh, that'll be really, really insightful use of my time watching some numpty with pants on his head. Oh Oh dear. Anyway, so yeah, don't forget to click the like button. Yeah, and if you're not subscribed, why not? And if you are subscribed, thank you very much. Yes. Oh look, we've got some more comments. I bought the standard spare coil on Sunday, and so happy it was. It lunged the heater motor on the way home. K-series do that sometimes. Oh, Merry Christmas, Alex. If you get it working, how about having a word with Kitch from the Up and Down channel and getting it dynoed, even with him being down south? That'd be quite good, actually. I wouldn't mind getting a dynoed. I mean, I know she's not gonna have got much. She's not gonna have any more power than she had to start with. I think she's like 110 or something. It's not much. And I don't think the Lucas ones can take a remap either, which is annoying. But no, that's definitely a good idea. I would like to get a car. In fact, I'd like to get Emily dynoed and then do the engine work and then see what comes out after that. So that's a good idea, Stefan. And Matt says toodles. So yes, take care, everybody. Thanks for joining. And I shall see you next Monday, if not before, for more Quizotronicals and fun. Bye.
Oh, I feel weird. Oh, bloody hell.
I'm an egg. That's all.
I'm an egg.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm an egg. That's all.
Do you like Tiger? I like Tiger. I'm an egg. Clean it up! How did I get here? Jesus, clean this! Kevin! 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 Jesus, clean this! Do you like Tiger? I like Kevin! I like Kevin! I'm an egg. That's all.